Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you what, if you hear the goddamn fans in the background, it is hotter than a paper shredder at Trump Tower. It is 107 in the valley. It's 107 in the valley. The sun is episode 228 of the JB and Benny Review. Dr. Bridges, looking svelte in your king hat. How are you feeling, sir? Back on the west, back on the east side. You know what I'm saying?
So first of all, man, I want to send a shout out to my dog, Dre Powell. You know what I'm saying? How's my mic doing right now, Ben? Let me see.
You gotta switch it. You come to the headphones.
That's kind of what I figured. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure we gotta get the mic right. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let's see here. You know what I'm saying? The phone here, the phone. We got the
Big Sean, what up?
What up?
Appreciate you tapping in. While JB does that, it is episode 228 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. That's right, live streaming, baby. You can follow us at JB and Benny Blue for all your social media needs, and please subscribe on YouTube for content, exclusives, and a whole lot of mo. That's right, baby. It is football. You see the background, you see the shield, you see the footballs. Football season is back. We are back Wednesdays, 7:45 Pacific, 10:45 Eastern. Make sure to tap in every week, including our big episode next week with our brothers from KSRN Casualsports.com. Make sure to Mike, check 1 2. There, he's sounding crystal clear like butter, baby. Ooh-wee. Speaking of looking good and sounding good, make sure you follow the king himself at 73KingJB73 and yours truly at Benny Blue Eyes on Instagram.
Benny, I've been contemplating changing my Instagram name to one of my favorite animals, you know what I'm saying, from a movie, right?
Okay. What you got?
The Megalodon.
Okay.
I can see that, you know what I'm saying? The Megalodon, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a big shark. Because I'm a big shark, all right? Sure. I don't know, that's something I've been contemplating. We'll see, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to be King JB, but, you know what I'm saying, the Megalodon might be in the near future. I'm just telling you.
Yes, you are in fact big, and you could very well be a shark. Drop in the comments if you think JB should change his at name.
That would be awesome.
Sean's not with it.
No. Come on, Sean. I can't be the Megalodon.
Will coming in hot. What up, Will? Shout out to the late great Prodigy.
Shout out to the late great
baby.
Shout out to Prodigy, but shout out to the man himself, Joe Clark. You know what I'm saying? Lean on me. You know what I'm saying? AKA Morgan Freeman, AKA God. All right, Morgan Freeman's God. I really believe that Morgan Freeman's God walking in there.
Heavenly voice.
But the HNIC, that's where that came from. The movie Lean on Me. So shout out to them cats on top.
This is facts. Well, listen, JB might pop up. We might have to change this little Chiron to get it right. So as for now, he's 73KingJB73, and I'm at Benny Blue Eyes. Make sure to follow us on TikTok at JB and Benny Blue. Listen, man, I'm very proud of the trailer that we put out, 30-second teaser trailer. To know if you've never heard or seen the Savage broadcast at any point in your life, you understand what you're getting into now. You understand?
Right.
This is our time to shine.
That's right.
That's football season, goddammit.
That's right.
This is where we do our best work.
And look, speaking of JB and Benny, look at that hat that Benny got on. The dad hat, that's our merchandise right there. That's JB and Benny Blue merch right there, man. You can get it. We're getting the store back up and running right now. Of course, for the Valley of the Sun. Valley of the Sun, we're going to have them Birdgang all-day shirts, hoodies, you know what I'm saying, all that going on. We're going to have a special going on with the you know what I'm saying, the podcast, all that right there, you know what I'm saying? So it's coming up. We're going to keep y'all posted if y'all follow our page at JB and Benny Blue on Instagram, man. Follow up, we follow back, so on and so forth. All that.
That's right. Again, as I alluded to, our friends from Casualsports.com, KSRN Arizona, are going to be joining us for a patented season-long roundtable. We're making our playoff predictions, our NFC, AFC championships, all types of crazy categories, predictions, boiling questions, you name it, we're going to cover it. We're going to get you right for the 2022 NFL season. And listen, if you still want this good audio dope, hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. $1 in the words of JB.
$1. That's it.
Just one. And listen, you spent worse on feet pics on OnlyFans, so damn it, you can give us $1. You know what I'm saying? And then the nasty feet,
bamboozle.
Wash them.
You got
corns on her feet and shit. No, bad idea.
Looking like cold feet on Martin. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Listen, if you're like Sean and Will and anybody else tapping in, please drop in a comment or question, and we will get to that at any point. And listen, man, like JB said, getting right for the Valley, please tap in. Speaking of collaborations, we got an upcoming collaboration with our young boys, ValleyBoysAssociation.com. You see what JB got? That thing is fresh. That's a new. I haven't seen that one yet. If you want that one and many other dope designs, use podcast 22 for 20% off your order at checkout at ValleyBoysAssociation.com. And listen, if you want the strap, baby, across that waist, I ain't talking discount double check.
No,
Hit up our guy. It's timtobuy.com. Wherever you're at in the nation, new pre-owned vehicle text review to 515-444-7003. That's review 515-444-7003 or DM him at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram. Coming up, preseason is over. The headlines, the surprise cuts. We got to salute to the GOAT, Serena Williams, who made her come from behind victory to stay alive in her last U.S. Open, and a whole lot of mo. Dr. Bridges, before we get into it, how are you feeling? So we are. This is it. We're right around the corner. We're here.
Oh, man.
How are you feeling? The most wonderful time of the year, to use your words.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. You better believe it, man. And that's patent. I've been doing that for the years that we've been on the air. What episode is this? Episode 228?
228, that's right.
228. So, you know what I'm saying? It is the most wonderful time of the year. NFL football season is literally right around the corner. College football season starts Thursday.
That as well. That's correct.
Thursday. Yeah. It starts Thursday, baby. That's beautiful. All right, we got some big-time games coming up. You know how they do in the beginning of the season. I know we got that Oregon and Ohio State game coming up. Notre Dame and who are they playing?
Isn't Notre Dame playing Ohio State?
Yeah, Notre Dame's playing Ohio State, and Georgia's playing Oregon, right?
Correct.
So shout out to the
rare matchup, by the way. You don't see Notre Dame and Ohio State play each other.
Yeah, that, and then that's usually like a bowl game matchup for when the Pac-12 plays SEC. So, but shout out to my nephew Jared Greenfield, who is an Oregon Duck. You know what I'm saying? You'll be seeing him at safety a lot this year. So go ahead, without a doubt. So go ahead, nephew, man. I can't wait to watch you ball. Shout out to my nephew Melvin Hollis Jr., right, who just won a championship with the Albany Empire. Right, in the arena league, right? So I got to shout him out again, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's big time, you know what I'm saying? He went out there, it was his first year. He started at center, played a little defensive tackle as well. Okay. Right, hey, man, football, we're just loving football right now, man. We're giving all the love to football right now.
Yes, indeed. Well, reviewers, we ain't going to hold you any longer because, damn it, we are going to get into it right now with some goddamn review reaction news. Oh, you probably saw it, people. Jimford James Garoppolo III got him a bag, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, he decreased his bag, I should say, to stay with the Niners. He decreased his contract from $24 million down to $6.5 million guaranteed, plus incentives with a no trade or tag clause. Now, there's been a lot of talking head mumbo jumbo about this, but Dr. Bridges, putting on your GM hat, how do you feel about how this happened and happening right now, and what it means for the Niners going forward, and Jimmy G?
2 words: safety net. Right. Jimmy G is not their guy as far as starting going forward. Trey Lance is their guy, right? But as far as back, I'm telling you, Trey Lance is going to be their guy, right? They want the Trey Lance era to start, and why not start it now? Jimmy G understands the writing on the wall. He knows what it is. That's why he took a gigantic pay cut, right? So he didn't want to leave San Francisco, right? It all worked out. They got a great backup quarterback, right? All things considered, he's the best backup quarterback in the league, right? Because he's a little bit more than a game manager. We talk about this all the time, and we have for the last few episodes. We talk about Jimmy G. But Trey Lance is their guy, you know what I'm saying? And if by chance Trey Lance get out there and just start stinking it up, now you can go right back to your regular scheduled program and throw Jimmy G back in that thing, and everything be right on track. So safety net, man. So shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Lynch and the boys over there for getting it right. You know what I'm saying? Shanahan and Lynch, you know what I'm saying, they concocted it, you know what I'm saying? Talk to Jimmy. And again, like I said, Jimmy probably just didn't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, hey, you know what? I like it here. He sees great things happening, and they're strong, right? So the 2 strongest teams in the NFC, I'm about to say in the NFC West, are the Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. I don't care what nobody say about LA Rams. They're like, oh, well, Sean McVay's guys are going to come back strong. He never plays his guys during the preseason. The Rams about to take a dive, a huge dive, big-time dive, right? So the 2 strongest teams in the NFC West right now, who will be competing for the NFC West Championship, for the crown of the NFC West, if you will, are going to be these motherfuckers and the San Francisco 49ers, right?
BG. Yeah, man. I mean, look, well said. And for those who can't see the screen, it says the contract contains a no trade and no tag clauses, assuring Garoppolo will remain in San Francisco this season and have the freedom to leave in 2023. Right. So if you think about it, he took the pay cut so he can have more control of his destiny, because a no trade clause doesn't mean anything. If they could say, hey, Jimmy, we actually got a deal before the trade deadline that we think you would like. would you waive your no trade clause? And he could technically do that. And this prevents him if they, in fact, don't want to have a future with Trey Lance or something, or God forbid he gets hurt or something happens where it knocks their course off track. They can't tag him either. So that part's intact. So that way he can't get worried about franchise tag. He's free to go, or at least he can agree to a deal that's suitable for him to raise his stock. That way, once he does get because let's face it, he's definitely going to get a longer term extension bag from another team. Probably the G-men come to mind. There are a few teams after
the G-men, Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Seattle,
you know what I'm saying? Like
might give him 2-3 years, a 2-3 year deal.
Yeah.
With some nice M's attached. So he, even though he lowered his contract, he gets it guaranteed, and he gets incentives to make up, I think, to $19 million if he actually ends up playing. So in a lot of ways, I think it actually works out pretty well for both of them. People could say, "Oh, you know, Trey Lance is looking over his shoulder," but Jimmy's probably about the most team guy quarterback that you can have, particularly if starters. So I'm not really worried about it. And they've already told him on Front Street, like, dude, like, you're the backup now. And he took the money to reflect that he's a backup.
And so, there it is. There it is. You know what I'm saying?
There's the option, that flexibility, baby. Oh, Dr. Bridges, you mentioned the Rams, and that means we got to go to it. Oh, they're swanging and banging in training camp, something you know a little bit about. And we're going to pull up the tape on this because, you know, hey, man, Aaron Donald, boy,
Benny,
I tell you.
Benny, I got a theory behind this, Benny. You know I got a theory behind this. You know I got something to say about this because his behavior is starting to get a little suspicious, right?
Okay, give me your theory. I'm throwing it right to you. Give me your theory.
Aaron Donald on steroids, man. Like, he's on something, right? He's on something. Like, point blank period, he's on something, right? Aaron Donald is uber aggressive, right? His motor don't stop. And we've seen behavior like this before, right? We've seen it in Clay Matthews. We've seen it in, of course, our guy we got, you know what I'm saying, J.J. Watt, the Watt brothers. We've seen it in the Bosa brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're just not as aggressive, like, meaning, like, as aggressive, like, fight-wise. Like, well, we know Aaron Donald got a chip on his shoulder. He got little man syndrome. We understand that, right? But for that man to look the way he looks and his behavior behind it, I don't know. I think you might be, you know what I mean? He might be on some additives, you know what I'm saying? As I like to say in the fitness world, on some extra supplementation, right? But you know what? Hey, here's what it is. And also, I tell people all the time, you know, tough guys are tough guys until they come across real tough guys, right? So, you know, a lot of the stuff that Aaron Donald pulls, I look at it and everybody be like, oh, you just saying that. No, I look at it and I'm like, yo, I wish that motherfucker would have, you know what I'm saying, when I was playing, like that shit he did with Sneezy back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when he went through his helmet on after the game and ran up to him trying to fight him. Oh, he'd have got exactly what he was looking for. You know what I'm saying? He'd have got these thunder cookies easy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's watch him in action right now, all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to it's being a little bit janky, but for those who didn't see it, it was for like a cell phone video that they zoomed in, and it was a joint practice with the Bengals. He gets a hold of a Bengal helmet and starts swanging and banging that thing. And I mean, listen, hey, you know, if he has a chemical in his bloodstream that is driving his temper, it wouldn't surprise you. Because remember, you know, hey,
Benny, listen, you do things like that, right, to hurt people, right? Yeah, we fighting, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times I threw my hands against helmets, you know what I'm saying, because we throwing hands, right? We fighting. I'm not going to take nobody helmet off swinging at them or throwing at them or shit like that. I know cats be wilding, you know what I'm saying, like, but you doing that to literally try to hurt somebody, that's kind of foul, you know what I'm saying? So, Aaron Donald, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to throw them hands, throw hands, you know what I'm saying? You're out here throwing helmets and shit.
Right, and if you can't see the tape, he's clearly got the helmet. He swanged it. You know, he got shoved to the ground, all that stuff, and you know that's pretty much it. It's a pretty standard issue training camp scrum. But the point is, yeah, I mean, listen, he got a little skirmish back in Pittsburgh. You know, he had his deal. The man definitely has. He definitely can pop it off. He said he said he got the H orange in the system. Goddamn, Will. Jesus Christ.
Them tags say Balco, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch him, dog. You gotta watch him.
Oh, wait. All right. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any discipline or whatever, but it could be a prelude to if, as you said, the Rams are having some struggles and Mr. Donald gets a little bit frustrated with a particular player in a particular situation. Who knows? Your man's could be finding his way suspended for getting into some extracurriculars during when it counts. Right. So, who knows? Hey, speaking of gentlemen who may be experimenting with, you know, PRP or going over to Germany and get their oil changed, whatever they got to do. Tom Brady, a very interesting absence from training camp. When we came back, he looked like he had maybe been like struck by lightning or something.
Tom Brady came back looking like motherfucking. You remember the movie The Mask?
Yeah,
when the bad guy got hold to the mask and he put it on. That's how Tom Brady came back looking. Like that's how he man's look like sick. Like, and I don't ever want to say this, but. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked sick. You know what I'm saying? Zoolander,
He's doing Blue Steel, Will. He's
right,
doing
you know
Blue
what I'm saying?
Steel.
Like, yeah, you see that? But, like, it's like, he looked sick, bro. Like, he looks like his skin is darker. His cheeks got sucked in. Like, he got Botox. Bro, come on. Like, hey, yo, Tom Brady the GOAT. We get it. Right? And if you look at his before and his after pictures, like, when he first started in NFL and to where he was before he even went to the leave of absence, you know what I'm saying, to get whatever he got done. Right, he changed from there. Now that's more so for a body transformation because of the way he eats. You know what I'm saying? Your face does lean out. You know what I'm saying? If you look at me from the beginning of the year, my face is leaner, and my neck and shoulder area is leaner than it was then. Right, but you're not finna see me out here looking like man's from The Mask. You're just not. Look at this cat, man.
And I mean, listen, for those who can't see the screen, and his thing was his quote was, "I'm 45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on." So that was my thing.
That's what he said.
There's a theory that he was the Masked Singer, that he might be getting divorced, he might have plastic surgery, or is it JB that the man is just getting old and he wanted some time to himself away from the youngins? What do you think it really is?
Listen, I mean, with Tom Brady, we don't know what the hell it is. Right? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck knows? But I know that he came back looking different than he did before he left. So we'll leave it at that. All right? We'll let the speculations fly. We'll leave it at that. All right?
Yeah. Maybe a little nip, maybe a little tuck. Maybe a little injection. Who knows? Listen, man.
That filter you put on the other day on your page. That's how man's look right there. Like he been in LA too long.
Like their cheekbones raised. All
right. That's what it is. I'm telling you, man. Damn, Tom. Come on, man. You already go, man. Chill out.
Jesus Christ. All right. Preseason is over, and teams have been making cuts and all that shit. First, I got to talk about the BG. All right. They cut our guy, Devon Kennard, quarterback Chase McSorley, and a great story, the undrafted rookie free agent in 2020, corner Jace Whitaker. What did you think about the cuts, and were any of these ones surprising, or were there any others I didn't list that were surprising to you?
Devon getting cut was a surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a basic pencil in as a starter. Trace McSorley leaving. I thought we might have kept three quarterbacks, so that was kind of like, it wasn't really surprising, but it was like, oh damn, I thought we was gonna keep three quarterbacks, but we did keep four or five running backs, right? Of course, for special teams purposes, so on and so forth. So I can see how that happened. The kid Jace Whitaker just never really kind of panned out how we wanted him to, and then just he's kind of like he's kind of like Andy Isabella, right? So, but he was a free agent, and Andy got picked up, I want to say, like early second round. Right? We got him like early in the second round, some shit like that.
Yep.
So, Andy getting cut, you know what I'm saying? But Andy's going to be on somebody's roster, you know what I'm saying, before you know it. You know what I'm saying? He had a hell of a camp. Same with Devon Kennard, you know what I'm saying? He had a hell of a camp, very strong camp. But, I mean, we have that situation with Devon Kennard, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, how do you go from being penciled in as a starter to get released? Well, he's older, right? He's older. He's going to cost them a little more money. They do have young outside linebackers, you know what I'm saying, who they're looking for young talent. Plus, they don't pay them as much, right? But I've had a situation like that, Benny, right?
Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that here.
I had a very similar situation there, right?
But you bring up a good point, and I don't think I'm sure we may have talked about it in the past, but for some of the reviewers who might not know, or maybe end up watching this back later, would someone like DK have certain veteran protections, meaning like his veteran minimum would be set at a certain amount because he's played X amount of years? And is that probably what went more into the situation where it's like, if they're looking at just dollars and cents, if they feel like they're going to get the same production from a guy they could legally pay less according to the CBA, they're going to pay that guy. Is that kind of how they looked at it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Devon has a vet minimum. Right, which at this point, this would have been his 9th year. I'm pretty sure it's probably like 1.9 or some shit like that, or 1.8, right? Because it was 1.2 something when I was playing, right? So of course it goes up every year. But he had a contract, you know what I'm saying, which probably has some guaranteed money on the back end, you know what I'm saying, which of course that has a lot to do with how the game is played as well. When you have those incentive-based contracts and you're older and you got money on the back end, you can pretty much expect to be cut as a cap casualty because, they're trying to free up that cap space and they don't want to give you that money that, that you're going to get, because he plays well, he's going to show and prove on the field. So, that's part of the business in the NFL. It just is what it is, right? So, yeah, it was, again, I know the cat personally. He's like my little brother, So, of course, it was fucked up. I'm like, oh, come on, now, not my bro. Like, Like, he would have been there. He'd have contributed. But at the same time, he'll be on somebody's roster before you know it. Knowing, the Rams, he might fuck around be in LA.
Right.
They are savages, right? And I appreciate that about them. I really do, right? So, yeah, without a doubt, man, And again, like I said, the whole Trace McSorley thing is like, damn, I thought we was going to keep 3 quarterbacks because I really felt like he could help us in certain situations, like, gimmicky offense, going 2 quarterbacks on the field at the same time type shit, because he is able to run, he has the threat, so on and so forth, more so than our guy Colt McCoy because he's a little older. So, yeah. Right.
Well, DK, we tweeted at you, and you know what I said? I said, come home, baby. Because the kiddies made their cuts, including quarterback Tim Boyle. They brought back Jared Davis, who they originally drafted in the Matty P era, and he went to the Jets. Pardon me. They came back, they cut him, and this one hurts. And I want to get him on the show. Shout out to the 231 zone. I don't know him because he's a young boy, but Muskegon zone, Khalil Pimpleton. If you saw him on Hard Knocks, he was a receiver that could juggle, and he's a good player, man, out of Central Michigan. Just had a couple, unfortunately time drops during some of these games that really just put him on the final razor's edge of that 53. Khalil, we're rooting for you. You're probably going to get picked up. I don't know if you're going to get picked up on practice squad. It doesn't look like it with the Lions, but somebody's going to pick you up on the P squad. You may even have an opportunity to get signed at some point this season. And listen, you're a rookie. So, you're going to have an opportunity to potentially play, USFL, now XFL, CFL, if you need to, and raise your stock to get back in the game. He's a little undersized, but he's a hell of a player coming out of a school like Central, and always got to root for someone for the home team. So I just want to shout out Khalil. Saying hook 'em horns, baby. Shout him out. Yeah, Colt's about as reliable as a backup as you can come, so that kind of makes sense for the roster spot. But yeah, man, right. I just want to shout out Khalil because he, from what I know about him, good young man, and he'll get his opportunity. So it sucks it just wasn't with the kiddies. So shout out to you, Khalil. Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
All right. JB, most surprising cuts across the league. Whose name did you see flash across your Twitter timeline that you're like, damn, they cut that dude for real? Like, who kind of surprised you?
To be honest, man, I haven't, like, the cut situation is so weird now, right? Like, they're so secretive about, like, who gets cut, and now you don't really know, like, because of social media, and, like, ESPN doesn't really talk about cuts that much like that, right? So it don't really. I can't tell you who was surprised or not, but like you go, like I follow the Arizona Cardinals, right? So I follow the Carolina Panthers, and I follow the Philadelphia Eagles, right? So to see, and all I saw was their final rosters, right? I didn't see, oh, that's crazy, so and so got cut, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure. Look, they're cap casualties every year, right? Just like Devon, right? They're cap casualties every year. When you're an older player, you're set to make money late in your contract, you're gonna get cut, man. Unless you just, you're their guy some type of way, when you got an inside link and they, so on and so forth. So it's gonna happen. So there's nobody I can honestly say, like, I'm like, oh my God, they cut him? Like, nah. Like certain free agent surprises, like Julio getting picked up super late by Tampa, like you would think Julio Jones would have went very fast, right? But again, he's getting older, right? So it's a young man's sport. It's a young, cheap man sport. Because they're always looking for cheap labor. That's what the NFL does, right? That's what businesses do, right? All professional sports do with the NFL is just on the forefront of doing it.
Right.
For real.
Exactly. Well, yeah, man, and a lot of these cuts that people would deem surprising are a little bit more, cap casualties. OJ Howard getting cut by the Bills. It looks like he might get picked up by the Bengals, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of these guys are going to be able to secure deals when there's injuries or when there's clearly a depth shortage at a certain position, like Danny Shelton getting cut by the Chiefs.
Yeah, but OJ Howard, man, is like, you're talking about the consummate underachiever, right? This kid is a talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, he looks like, a wide receiver body-wise, but he weighs 260 pounds, right? He can run like a wide receiver, but he catches like me, right? Like, Like, I got better hands than this cat. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. But it's like, oh, you know, you how long is it gonna take you to get it right, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, like you said, the older players, I mean, a lot of times it's cap casualties. I was a little surprised by Kellen Mond getting cut so quickly by the Vikings. I thought they would have held on to him and tried to develop him a little bit more. That one kind of surprised me again because he's a younger cat.
Well, it's about my guy, right? Who's my guy? So I'm pretty sure, he was a younger player with potential, but they brought a guy in who was, same position, who was their guy.
Right, because he was a Mike Zimmer pick, right? I think Mike Zimmer picked him.
Right, so they're always going to pick their guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it amounts to, always.
Yep. Well, speaking of knowing what it feels like to get cut multiple times, and the wild world of the NFL offseason, training camp, and all this stuff, we are rolling out yet another edition of Dr. Bridges' True NFL Stories. How to get cut twice by the same team. Take it away, sir. What happened in the year of our Lord 2005?
So I played for. I got released by Philadelphia, and of course that's how I got to the Arizona Cardinals. Right. So before I went to the Cardinals, and everything, I was chilling. You know what I'm saying, back up quite a while until Danny Green put me on the field. I played solid ball. It was no secret I was a wild boy, right? But at the same time, at that time I didn't take my craft very serious, but went into camp, had a decent camp. Didn't have a great camp, had a decent camp. I think it was more so about who was, again, it was the my guy thing, right? So my guy thing. So at the time, Everett Lindsey, who's a coach somewhere at this point right now, had just literally finished playing, and Everett Lindsey ended up getting the offensive line coaching job. And of course, again, my guy. So long and the short of it, right? After camp, I got released the first week of the season. After final cuts, I got released.
Wow. Damn.
I was like, hold on, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was penciled in as a starter, right? So at right tackle, if I'm not mistaken, because, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe Lonnie Shelton's going to be the left tackle, and, like, so they had me penciled in, either that or guard, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, right? So got released. I was free agent for like 2 weeks, right? I went and worked out for, like, Denver, right? I think I went and worked out for the Texans, right? Things of that nature. So then the Arizona Cardinals called me. I was still living in Arizona, of course. They called me. Oh, come on back. Why don't you come back, right? So I was there for another 2 or 3 weeks, and I got released again, right?
Whole game. God damn.
So for the first 8 weeks of the season, I was in a fucking, it was a turnstile. You know what I'm saying? Right? But, and then I got brought back, and then, of course, I ended up playing the rest of the fucking season, you know what I'm saying? Starting, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the damn season, right? Because one of their guys had an injury, you know what I'm saying, who wasn't playing as good as me, no way. And that was that, right? So, listen, you free agents out there, man, I hope you guys are listening. Tenacity, I have it on my phone, you know what I'm saying? If you can see it, that's one of the things I have on my phone, right? It says tenacity. Can you see it right there? It says tenacity, right? Tenacity, I'm going to read the definition of it. It says the quality of being very determined, persistent forward, momentum with a game plan to never stop trying to achieve a goal, all right? Even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, right? Wasn't nobody go tell me I wasn't good enough to play in the NFL, because I know I was, because I can see with my own eyes these cats in front of me. I'm like, I ain't no way in hell these cats better than me, right? There's going to be situations where you're going to have the person pick their guy over you. There's going to be situations where the money gets in the way, right? But you continue to fight for it. I forget what game I was watching. As a quarterback that was a backup, and this cat had been on like multiple teams, multiple leagues, you know what I'm saying? And he's still going, right? So don't never let nobody tell you that you're not good enough. With all these leagues, like Benny just talked about with this kid from Detroit, you know, we got Canada. You can go have a great career in Canada, right? We got the USFL at this point, you know what I'm saying, which is basically like NFL Europe in the United States. You know what I'm saying? You can go over there.
A lot of cats are getting signed from last year's season.
Go over there, show your worth, right? And then get your ass on the NFL roster, right? You just need the experience. So continue to fight, man. Continue to fight for what you want. Everything will work out just fine, man. This has been another episode of JB's True NFL Stories.
By the way, you fucking with the beans in the background.
Love
had
it.
to do it. Had to hit that saxophone.
Love
it. Well, listen, that's JB's True NFL Stories. Definitely going to be getting more of those going into the season. But before we get toward the end of the show. Of course, I got to pay a couple bills. Again, make sure to tap in with our Young Boys Valley Boys Association clothing. You see the shirt that King JB is wearing. Go to valleyboysassociation.com and use code podcast22 for 20% off your order at checkout, and tap in with our guys, timtobuy.com. Get your new pre-owned vehicle right now. Text review to 515-444-7003, or make sure to message Tim at It's Tim to Buy on Instagram or on Facebook as well. And I promise you, my guy will get back to you within a business day and help you get into the car of your dreams. God damn it. So that's paying some bills, baby. All right. We haven't done this in a while. We've been talking about this, and JB in particular has been talking about this. But damn it, it is time to react to some new music. And first and foremost, shout out to friend and family of the show, Joe, a.k.a. Winters. Happy birthday, young sir.
Happy birthday to my oldest son, Joseph Smith Jr. All right, for those who know me, he's my stepson, but there's no step in any of my children, right? All of my children are my children. So Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. I believe he's 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been wrong before with my kids. I got a lot of kids. They just move too fast for me. So if I'm not mistaken, the kid's 26 years old, 26 years around the globe. Him and his boy, you know what I'm saying, as we refer to him as Q, has a new song out, right? Thank you so much, Sean. Sean is actually Joseph's AAU basketball coach. That's how me and Sean know each other. All right. So, that's what's up, Sean. Without a doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? So Sean's my guy. We're going to get to play some golf too, Sean. Just let this damn weather cool off, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, it's hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. We got to let this weather cool off, but we're going to get out and play some good golf, man. But shout out to my oldest boy. Love you, kid. And we got some new music, all right, from him and his boy, a.k.a. also known as Wolftown. Yes. My boy G, I call him QG. QG. What the fuck is your name, boy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, here we go, right? New song, Flavor, you know what I'm saying, about Wolftown and Winters. All right, here we go. Shoot that.
All right, let's check this out. Flavor by Wolftown featuring Joe, a.k.a. Winters. Here we go.
What's your flavor? Tell me 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 what's your flavor?
Sweet like cotton candy, mommy with a spice. Sugar, yeah, she can be the one that can keep me high. Pineapple, strawberry, sorbet, B&B before we foreplay. Eating fancy like it's gourmet. I can't wait to take a bite, cause
you're my fave. You're my favorite flavor. You're my fave. You're my favorite flavor. You're my fave. You're my favorite flavor. Flavor.
Got me like, whoa. Baby, you got that glow. Maybe too hot, too precious. Feel like I just hit go. Best thing I ever had, and she don't even know it. Look here, let's face the facts. Don't need to sugarcoat it. Now my little baby must be cherry pie. Honey be dripping, I just need to try. Too many flavors and hard to decide. Cause she had an additive you can describe. Caviar kisses, I don't wanna miss it. Then while she be mixing, make love in the kitchen. Then she get to licking, and I get to digging my hands in my favorite. Taste so delicious.
One thing ain't the same. You changed everything. One thing ain't the same. You came like a dream.
Hey, up so high, got my head in the clouds. Ice cream sundae all in the mouth. Parfait oozing, drip coming down. Can't live without, I got it now. She love Hershey with some almonds. Toblerone from Minji. Climbing love on top of different climate. I'ma tell you how my baby
sweet like cotton candy,
mommy with a spice. Sugar, yeah, she can be the one that can keep me high. Pineapple, strawberry, sorbet, B&B before we foreplay. Eating fancy like it's gourmet. I can't wait to take a bite, cause
you're my fave. You're my favorite flavor. 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 What's your flavor? What's your flavor?
Summer flavor, yeah. You my summer flavor, yeah. Taste so good and it tastes so sweet. I like you cause you stay low key. Ex dude hating on me. What is your flavor? Yeah. Maybe vanilla or chocolate. When I get going, no stopping it. And you be watching it, huh? So you melt from all the compliments, huh? Girl, I see you when you Papa, she, yeah. Whipped cream on the body, yeah. She get wet like the sign, yeah. That's dude with a ninja nut like a cashew. Bad move, now I'm styling like a papoose. Now I'm styling like a, that's an old reference. Anyway. Tell me what's your number, babe. Tell me what's your number, yeah. You could be my summer, babe. You could be my summer, yeah. Tell me what's your number, babe. Tell me what's your number, yeah. Pressing all your buttons, babe. You should just come with me. You pulling and tugging on dungarees. I'm trying to eat cause I'm hungry. Your skin has a glow like the sun of me. Well, eating it now when I save it for later. The summer flavor, yeah, you know that I savor. You open up and then I call it home. Got you melting like an ice cream cone. Drip it till the summer's gone.
Sweet like cotton candy, mommy with a spice. Sugar, yes, you can be the one that can keep me high. Pineapple, strawberry, sorbet, B&B before we foreplay. Eating fancy like it's gourmet. I can't wait to take a bite, cause
you're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite. You're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite. You're my favorite flavor. You're my favorite. You're my favorite flavor.
Beautiful.
Wolftown featuring Winters.
Benny, let me tell you something about these young men. You know what I'm saying? I've known them from the start of their music career, of course, my own kid. And then G, I believe, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure. I know a Q and a G, and I'm getting you guys mixed up, right? So I'm almost certain it's G, right? But Wolftown, to the people who just listen to his music, now he's a producer, right? Okay. So I'm almost certain he produced that entire song, right? So the beat, that's all him, right? This kid's a genius when it comes to the beats. It's amazing, right? Right, Sean? It's nice, right? One thing I'm gonna say about the beat is perfect, it's simple, it's beautiful, right? You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's nice, it's perfect for the song, the flow is amazing, right? As far as like the vocals along with the beat, right? It was just everything just flowed very smooth, right? G, getting better with the rap, you know what I'm saying? It's lovely to hear, you know what I'm saying? These cats are coming into their own, right? It takes a while. One thing I'm gonna compliment my son on is that he's learning his voice, like his pitch. When it comes to rap, right? Say that.
His voice meshed very well with
yeah, you're right. He was very like at one point, and like a lot of us, if you go back and listen to some of his songs, you know what I'm saying, probably like a year ago or so, like the last EP he made, right? He's too aggressive, right? He has this very deep voice, you know what I'm saying? It's very big, heavy, deep voice. You don't have to come across very loud when you do that, right? So I really believe that he found his tone. Right, he found his pitch on this one, man. It sounds perfect, like you said, Benny. It meshed very well with the beat. You know what I'm saying? The whole flow of the song is perfect. Both of these cats, man, that was a good one, right? That was a good one. And I'm not just saying that because it's my kid. Because if you ask him, I'll tell him like, I ain't wasn't feeling that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do this. I'm gonna give him constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's so. Without a doubt, Flavor by Wolftown featuring Winners, right? AKA G and Joe, you know what I'm saying? So good stuff, guys. I'm a fan, straight up.
Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms now. It's definitely going to make my playlist. I really enjoyed it. Joe, shout out to you for the funny Papoose reference.
Right, the Papoose reference. Yeah, it made me laugh, right? But yeah, it's definitely going to be on my relaxed playlist, right?
Yes, yes, indeed. And listen, reviewers, if you watch it, you've been seeing it coming across the screen. If you have new music, sponsorship, or even hate mail, but especially that new music, make sure to get it over to us. Original music only, JB and Benny Blue review at Gmail, and we will give you the reaction. Listen, for anybody that's been following us for a minute, we'll give you the good, bad, and the ugly when it comes to that new music. So make sure you come correct if you want us to react live on the show and on the replay forevermore. All right, before we get up and on here, man, you know we got to do it. We got to salute to the GOAT, Serena Williams. She stays alive tonight just before we came on the air. She's unseeded, believe it or not. She beat the number 2 seed. Now, people are like, well, it's Serena. Of course she's going to be a roadmate. Listen, Serena's 40 years old. She's announced that it's over.
Right. She's been kind of slumping, you know what I'm saying, for like the last 3 or 4 years, you know what I'm saying? So she hadn't been getting those wins. But it's only right that we talk about her accolades because she is probably the most decorated female sports figure, all right, ever, right? Ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just had our girl, what's her name? The track lady, the girl, Felix, last name Felix.
Allison Felix, right?
Yeah, right.
American
she just
she
just retired.
Yep.
very, very dominant female athlete, right? You know what I'm saying? In track and field for the United States of America herself, right? So, but Serena Williams, all right, career titles 73. That's the 5th in overall rankings, right? It's hard to believe somebody had more than that, right? So we talk about Australian Opens, all right? She won 2003, 2005, 2007, 2009, 2010, 2015, 2017. French Open 2002, 2013, 2015. Wimbledon, she won 2002, 2003, 2009, 2010, 2012, 2015, 2016. All right, U.S. Open 1999, 2002, 08, 12, 13, 14, right? Other tournament Grand Slams, right? 1999. Tournament finals 01, 09, 12, 13, 14. Olympics 12, right? Bruh. Right? Her career record is 192 and 34. That's 85% win total, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. Highest ranking number 1, you know what I'm saying? Of course, in June 21, 2010. Man, this chick is talk about GOAT status, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You don't get no damn better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that. I can continue to go on down through the mixed doubles and the oh man, she just tearing shit up, right? So again, like Benny just stated, man, shout out to the great Serena Williams, right? And keep fighting, girl, because we love to see you end on a high note. I just saw Tiger, you know what I'm saying, at that thing, cheering her on. You talk about GOAT action right there. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to see.
Spider-Man meme a GOAT.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The points, oh, man, it don't get no better than that, man. So shout out to her, man, and that's beautiful to watch, beautiful to see. And, hey, man, I'm loving this shit, right? I'm loving this shit.
Yeah, well, listen. Hopefully, she can make a run. If she, that's why I showed that clip because man, it's just there's something about that that one of your stars, especially when they've had a little bit of a slump, they know it's the end. They know it's the end of the road, and then they have that one last push for greatness, and you can witness it. Damn it, if she wins the U.S. Open, that's gonna be some legendary classic shit that we'll never forget for the rest of our lives.
And Benny, her daughter, you know what I'm saying, is her daughter is of age. You know what I'm saying, to see it happen. Right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It's the sweetest thing ever, right? Her daughter is of age to see it happen. So, man, it's beautiful. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I'll be watching. I'll be keeping up to Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Twitter have it posted. I'll be, you know, so I'm pretty sure I get those highlights. You know what I'm saying? So, Serena, keep fighting, girl. You got a lot of people. We here battling for you. Tiger gave it the fist. Yeah, it's real.
Yes, indeed. So she's making it on to the next round. Speaking of bringing the people together and forming that fist, you know what time it is. Wrapping up the show. We need us, Dr. Bridges. Talk to the people. Let them know what is on your mind, good sir.
We're doing all right right now. You know what I'm saying? I think the people are doing okay right now, Benny. I really do. I think the heat check as far as like, you know what I'm saying, the vibe of the people. Look, there's always going to be stupidity in the world, right? There's still cops killing black men, right? It's just not getting documented. It's just not getting, you know what I'm saying, sprawled all over Fox News, right? Because they don't want you to see that, right? It's still injustice in the world. Shout out to Mississippi, right? My
Come
state,
on, Jackson,
you know what I'm saying?
get together.
State, Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down. They got some flooding going on over there, kind of messing with those water plants, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people without water, a lot of people without clean water. I thought they was trying to Flint, Michigan our ass for a little minute, but you know what I'm saying, like the whole flooding thing is just kind of something different. I checked on my folks down there and they're doing just fine because they're outside the city. With those in the city, you guys have to realize Jackson State University is in the city of Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dion and all them cats over there, my cousin TC, you know what I'm saying, who's the office coordinator, you know what I'm saying? And look, you guys stay strong over there, but you know, again, I'll say it, I'm gonna continue to say it after every show, right? Slap hurts. But a punch is way more powerful. So we need us, you know what I'm saying, as the little picture shows when we post this. But other than that, man, we appreciate y'all. Episode 228. Follow us on all our social media platforms at JB and Benny Blue. Literally all our social media platforms. It don't change at all. Follow us on our personal Instagram pages at 73King JB73. Maybe soon, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Might be changing that. And then, of course, at Benny Blue Eyes, man, you know what I'm saying? Get at us, you know what I'm saying? We get back. You know what I'm saying? Live stream, man, Wednesday at 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, 7:45, and then, of course, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. Stick with us because, you know what I'm saying, we might knock that down about 15 minutes here in the near future. Of course, we'll keep y'all posted on that.
Yes.
All right. Of course, man, our guys out here in the Valley of the Sun, you know what I'm saying? And you can check us out at casualsports.com, live streaming right here in Phoenix, the good old city of Phoenix. All right. You still want to hear our voices, our lovely, silky, smooth voices, right? Just $1 will get that for you, right? On patreon.com/JB and Benny Blue. All right. Put $1 down on that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Put $1 down, right? Just like you tipping the waitress at Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Put $1 down, right? Sean.
Appreciate you, Sean. You've been the best tonight.
No, we got
you. Want to hit the legs, baby?
Oh, it's hot. It's what you mean, right? It's hot.
Agree there. Yeah, I am.
Understand that. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on sponsor-wise. You know what I'm saying? Of course, our Boaz, you know what I'm saying? Valley Boys Association, man. Go to their website. Go to the website. Use the promo code podcast in all caps 22. Get 20% off your entire order at checkout. You need a new whip? You need a new whip? You need a new ride? Hit up our boy, you know what I'm saying, at timtobuy.com. You know what I'm saying? Text review to 515-4447-003.
I'm talking shit.
I ain't never been that. You know me, bro. You know what I'm saying? They go to at timtobuy on Instagram. You see people holding up the strap, the belt. They won because they got their new whips. You know what I'm saying? Tim hooked them up big time, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, episode 228 of the JB and Blue Review. We appreciate you guys. You have no idea. We love you guys, and we're going to continue to get this good content out, and everything is going to be back week to week.
We're back weekly. The crime rate is going down. Football is back. We are back weekly.
The crime rate is going down as we speak. Now, coming up, all right, hopefully next week we will have our roundtable with our KSRN family, all right, the whole crew, you know what I'm saying, Ed, Earl. Hopefully we can get Javon on, we can get Mitch on, you know what I'm saying, and Sean, you know what I'm saying, like the whole crew. We wild out. Y'all know how we do at that point. We picking predictions for divisions. We picking divisions for, you know what I'm saying, AFC, NFC champs. We picking Super Bowl champs at that point, right? So we letting it all be known right then and there. Okay, and of course we let it know we're going to give our respective thoughts on what our teams are going to do as far as like, you know what I'm saying, record-wise and all that, right? So that should be coming up next week. Hopefully we can get all these guys together. These cats got things going on. We understand, we know. But they're our guys, so they always come to bat for us like we do for them. All right?
Yes, indeed.
Ladies and gents, all right? This has been episode 228 of the JB and Benny Blue Review. We love y'all. Peace.
Until next time, we're out, baby. Peace.
Holla.
Yeah.